Hey guys, it's Tirza. Taking a little walk so I can update you on my Tuesday numbers. Probably not going to walk for too long because unfortunately, sorry, my knees are starting to really act up again, and I'm kind of disappointed about that because the last couple of weeks they've been feeling pretty good. Still never going to be 100%. Osteoarthritis is not going to go away. But I feel like the torn meniscus thing was resolved, and I was able to start doing a little bit more walking. Feet are always going to be an issue too. I go home and I'm in tears because the feet are in pain, but the knees were doing better. So when I woke up this morning and I've been trying to ease myself into the day, it was really disappointing that the knee is killing me. So anyway. I don't like how close up this phone goes to my face. I don't know. Anyway, so let's get to the numbers, shall we? Highest weight ever recorded was 330 pounds. And that was at a surgery consult for vertical sleeve gastrectomy, which I had January 2012. I put myself on a 5-week pre-op diet, so on the date of surgery, I think I was 36 pounds, right? Yeah, I was down to 294. By November 2012, I was down to 165, and I have never maintained crap, and I've been a total yo-yo mess forever. So, last week when I came to you guys, I was 231.6, 1.6 pounds away from my Halloween goal. Sorry. Today, I weighed 227.2, which was astonishing, because that's 4.4 pounds. And in all honesty, I lost those the last 3 days of the week. I bounced up and down within a pound the whole week. And then Sunday, Monday, and then this morning were the only days I saw weight losses. So it was really weird. I have no idea what's going on. But 4.4 pounds. Not too shabby when you're down into the 220s. So I'm pretty happy about that. Things I would like to discuss. One moment. Sorry, there's a bunch of city workers, and just didn't want to look like a crazy fool more than normal talking to myself. Plus it's pretty loud with their tractors and everything. I'm sure tractor is not the right word. Can you tell I'm from the city? So, things I want to discuss. Number one, this is my weather. Always has been. I do not like extreme temperatures at all. My happy place where I feel good is between 55 degrees and 75 degrees. Anything over 75, I feel like I'm going to die, and anything under 55, I feel like I'm going to die. So these last couple of weeks, last week or so, I've been wearing my winter coat. I have been freezing. And I think it was only 45 degrees. That's not that terrible. But I was freezing. So now today was the first day I got to take off the winter coat and put on my spring jacket because it's 65 degrees, which is, to me, perfect. My hands are freaking ice cubes. Now, I've seen people go through that when I watched people's surgery journeys where they were cold all the time and things of that nature. That was not something that ever happened to me. So now, all these years out and just dieting, that this is happening, I don't know if I'm just suffering from poor circulation or if it's a weight loss thing or what's going on, but my hands are ice cubes, even right now in 65 degree weather. I have been, like everyone in the house, feels comfortable, and I'm sleeping in my robe and every blanket that's extra in the house that I can find. Another thing that's happening is my hair is starting to fall out in clumps again. And what I hate about that, and maybe this will be a motivation, maybe this will be a motivation to not screw up again, not mess up, because every time I've lost hair, there has been regrowth, but there has never been total regrowth where I've gotten all my hair back. Like this, I say this all the time, this little scrawny ponytail, my old hair, And that's before kids as well. Like, it's not just because of the surgery. But that scrawny little ponytail, I used to have like, oh, I mean, it's not that scrawny, but I can make like 4 of those with my old hair. So it's a little depressing. I don't like this. Not even like a little. It's bad enough with everything else that happens. I'd like to have my hair. I'm almost at the point, I mean, I've had brain surgery, so I've been bald, sort of. Well, like more than a quarter of my hair bald, and then I chopped it all off. I'm at the point where I almost want to shave my hair, and if I did not have a latex and elastic allergy, I would just start wearing wigs. Might be fun, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. So those are the 2 things that I find super interesting, is back to having severe hair loss and that I'm cold, like freezing. It's really uncomfortable. Is there anything else to add? Oh, I went to the skin doctor, and I forgot to mention that last time I was here, because I have all kinds of moles and growths and all these beautiful things. And on one side of my family, we have melanoma. But they don't have any really like moles or skin tags or anything on that side. But then on my dad's side, we're covered in all kinds of skin tags. And except for my grandmother who had skin cancer, but at the time she had it, she was like 95. So I think that had more to do with her age. But now 2 of my uncles on my dad's side have had precancerous cells. So I go and I get everything checked out, because I've had things like this that were just a freckle, and now they're raised off of my face. All over the place. I have all kinds of like growths on here. So anyway, they got rid of 2 things. One that was on my tummy, that was like 2 inches long and like a centimeter thick. It was nasty. So even though it was clearly not cancerous, it was just a skin tag, they took that off for me because of like trauma, like because it pulls on things, it hurts sometimes, not always. And then I had this like collection of blood cells that was also some kind of growth, I don't know. But if you ever scratch it or anything like that, it would bleed and bleed and bleed and bleed for days. And I've had it since I was pregnant with my youngest. So they took that off, and then they had to like cauterize it because it wouldn't stop bleeding. Well, that son of a... it'll be, I think, 2 weeks this Wednesday when that happened. It already grew back. So whatevs. But what they were actually concerned about is I have these things on my nose. It's ambiguous. They don't know if it's a basal cancer or if it's just a fibrous cyst. So they know for a fact the one that I have here and here, there's no ambiguity about them. They're definitely fibrous cysts. But this one over here, so I don't know if you guys can see it. There's one there, and they think that that one could possibly be a basal cancer. But they can't tell because there's signs of a fibrous cyst, and there's also some symptoms of what would be a basal cancer. So the problem is, if they take it out, it'll leave a big dent in my nose, like a hole, not a hole, but like a crater in my nose. They don't want to do that to me if it's just a fibrous cyst because there's no point. They feel, I guess, pretty confident that it's fine. Just if it grows, come right in. So that's going to be the marker. It's not like a melanoma. It's not really fast growing or something if it would be basal cancer. As long as I keep my eye on it and I go in there every year and they're going to check on me, I should be fine. So I'm not actually that concerned about it. I'm more upset that this stupid thing on my arm grew back. Anyway, I think that, oh, another thing. I think I reported to you guys that I had all those heart things done and all the results were normal. And that's because my doctor told me they were normal. But I was not able to get on my Penn Medicine website for a while because the email that they had was from like my other cable provider. So that email no longer existed. So I couldn't reset the password because they would send it to an email that no longer existed, blah, 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 blah. So finally I was able to get there and I was able to see my labs and everything did look pretty good, but it did say I had something, what's the term? Something regurgitation in my heart, which means my valve, my one valve doesn't close properly and then blood pulls back into my heart, which can cause a lot of the things that I feel like that are wrong with me. Palpitations, tired, a couple of other things. So I'm a little mad because it could just be that it's not that serious. And she knows I have anxiety, so she maybe didn't want me to freak out and get all upset about it. But in the same token, now that I saw that report, I'm bugging out about it and researching things. And so now I've stepped away from Google. She would have just told me, hey, you know, this little thing did come up, but a lot of people have it and it can be totally normal. We'll just keep our eye on it every couple of years or something. She didn't say that. She said everything came out perfect. So I don't know. I feel a little upset about that. But next time I go see her, I'm going to ask her about it because I don't know. That makes me nervous, especially with your heart. All right, I'm rambling. Anyway, so 227.2 this week, 4.4 pounds down, which is amazing. I think that means I have 60. Let me see. I have a look.